Hey guys, do you love peanut butter and chocolate? If so, you're gonna wanna stick around because this recipe is for you. I'm Ashley from confectionaryhouse.com, and today I'm gonna teach you how to make homemade peanut butter eggs that look professional and taste delicious. You won't believe how easy it is. There's only a couple ingredients that you need. They're so much better than the grocery store bought eggs, and to make them, it's a fraction of the cost. And you can customize them. Like, look how cute those little sprinkles are, or you can wrap them in foil, any color that you'd like. They also make great gifts for coworkers and friends. You can make homemade Easter candy for a fraction of the cost of the candy that you can buy at the grocery store. Plus, it tastes so much better. So let's get started. All you're going to need to make these peanut butter eggs is a bag of our Merckens chocolate melts, an egg chocolate mold, peanut butter candy filling. I'm using our pre-made peanut butter candy filling. We also have a recipe on our blog for you to make your own peanut butter filling at home. But if you want to take a step out of the process, just pick up our pre-made peanut butter candy filling. All right, the first step to this recipe is to melt your Merckens chocolate melts. I'm going to place 1 pound of Merckens chocolate melts in a microwave safe container. Just a quick rundown, I'm going to place this in the microwave for 30 seconds. I'm going to take it out of the microwave, give it a really good stir, and put it back in the microwave for another 30 seconds. I'm going to repeat that process and those intervals until the chocolate is completely melted. One of the questions I get asked a lot is, why can't I use the chocolate in the baking aisle at the grocery store? That chocolate requires a special melting process called tempering, where the Merckens chocolate melts can easily be melted in the microwave or over a double boiler. You guys, look how smooth and creamy that chocolate is. Now, the next step in this process is to fill the mold with your chocolate. The other way to do this would be to brush the chocolate into each cavity using a pastry brush. You just really have to be careful and make sure that you get a thick enough coating in the mold. So we're just going to fill each cavity right to the top. It's okay if you make a little bit of a mess, no big deal. I'm actually kind of messy when I make candy. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that. Put a little more in that one and tap it right down onto your work surface. And then you're just gonna place this in the refrigerator for about 1 minute. What we're really looking for here is just for the edges to set up. And then next you're going to need a sheet of parchment paper. I like to put mine over a pan or a cookie sheet, because once you dump the chocolate out onto this, you're gonna wanna place that in the refrigerator also so that it sets up so you can remelt it. All right, I've got my mold out of the refrigerator, and what we're looking for here is just for the outer edges to be set up. And we're just going to flip the mold over and dump the chocolate out. I'm just gonna wait until a majority of it stops dripping. Flip it over. Now you have this nice even coating, you guys. You don't have to sit and paint it in, and it's going to be even across all of the cavities of the mold. And then this just goes right back in the refrigerator, and so does your mold. The mold's gonna sit in the refrigerator for about 2 minutes until it sets up, and then this can just stay in the refrigerator until you need to melt it again. All right, out of the refrigerator. Now we have these perfect chocolate shells, you guys. It was so easy. We're going to fill these with our peanut butter filling. And we're just going to use a heaping teaspoon for this. Just press it right into the mold. You want to leave a little bit of room because we're going to cap this off with a little more chocolate. And if you have kids at home, they love helping to make these too. Last one. All right, and now we're gonna cap it off with some chocolate. I really love using a disposable pastry bag for this part. Take my melted chocolate, and I'm just gonna pour that right into the pastry bag. And I'm just gonna snip the tip of the bag here. You're just gonna go right around the edge. You really wanna make sure that the chocolate touches the edge so that you get a nice tight seal, that your fillings don't ooze out. Just gonna go around in a circle. In between, I'm just going to tap it down on the counter. The cool thing too is you can do this with other molds. It doesn't have to be an egg mold. And you'll just follow the same process. You can really make a box of homemade chocolates right at home so easily. Beautiful. Again, we're just gonna tap it down on the work surface. We're gonna place this back in the refrigerator, and this time it's gonna be about 10 minutes because we really need the chocolate from the bottom and the top to completely set up so they'll release from the mold. While those chocolate eggs are setting up in the refrigerator, if you were wondering what happened to that chocolate that we dumped out of the mold, here it is. You can just pick it right up off the parchment paper. And I'm just gonna place it right back into my bowl here, and it's going to go right back in the microwave so that I can melt it down and make some more chocolate eggs. All right, guys, our chocolate eggs are out of the refrigerator and they're ready to be removed from the mold. One thing I get asked a lot by customers is how to tell when the chocolate is ready to be taken out of the mold. And the best way to check is to look at the bottom part of your mold. You'll almost see like a little fog or a cast over each cavity where the chocolate is starting to pull away from the mold. And that's generally how you can tell that they're ready to come out, just like that. These came out so cute, you guys. This little bit of chocolate spillage here, we're just going to use a little paring knife and clean that right up. So easy. I've got my piping bag filled with melted chocolate here that I remelted in the microwave. And I've got these really cute cottontail sprinkles that we sell at confectionaryhouse.com. They're a really cute sprinkle mix that's perfect for Easter. I'm just gonna drizzle each of my eggs with a little bit of melted chocolate. I'm just gonna sprinkle these on. Another idea for these eggs, if you don't want to add sprinkles, you can wrap them in our candy foil wrappers. And these are really nice because if you're going to place them in your Easter baskets, then it just already packages them for you. There's just something so satisfying about taking a foil wrapper off a piece of chocolate. And that's how you do it, you guys. Super easy peanut butter eggs, and oh my gosh, they're so good. You can grab the supplies for this project and so much more at confectionaryhouse.com, where you'll find the Merckens chocolate melts, the candy molds, the candy foil wrappers, sprinkles, candy fillings, all the tools and supplies you need for making cakes and candies right in your kitchen at home.